All right, in round two here, I'm going to go ahead and keep this hand because we have our Blood-Soaked Champion, we have two lands including our splash, and we're pretty likely to draw a third soon to be able to get our morphs down. And I mean, we're 18 lands on the draw. And hey, there it is. So let's try to get some aggro action online. Hopefully that last match was going to be our hardest. That deck was one of the decks in the format that's really good against what my strategy is trying to do with the Death Frenzy and the whatchamacallit, the Sorin. So hopefully we don't have to worry about that too much. Obviously attacking in here because we get to trigger raid and bring our dude back if my opponent wants to try to block, which I assume won't even happen. We'll want white mana at some point, but for now we're good. Ooh, value there. Opponent playing Abzan, a little worrisome because that's a life gain strategy. Don't know if I'll be able to get enough damage online, but a Take Up Arms and Trumpet Blast puts us in a late game position. That's pretty nice. If there's a morph here, we still get attack in. We get to have our own morph back. And then I'm going to play the Sage Eye Harrier to be able to block, I think. We have morphs for days, so that's kind of cool. But I definitely think I want the 2-power life gain guys sticking around. This is going to go for a trade, but that's okay. I'll go for the morph over the Death Touch guy, even though eventually this could get ferocious. I'm not as worried about what this could possibly be as an Abzan guide. Oops. Well, I assume it's an Abzan guide, my opponent's not attacking with it, but still, next turn the 5 mana comes online, and that can get creepy. Kintree Warden. Wow, that's horrible, but whatever. So my opponent knows I'm stuck without white mana at the moment. And a Timely Horde Mate, bringing back the dude anyway. I still get to attack him with my Blood-Soaked Champion. The question is, will I want to tie up my mana with that? And I will. If it allows me to trade, and all I have is another morph instead, that's still good. So now we get to play a Watch of the Roost face down. We'll reveal another Watcher, gain 2 life, make some trades. Murder's Cut will take care of anything super scary. I might at this point block the air if that's what my opponent ends up doing. Ooh, incremental growth. That is a problem. Because now we're about to lose. So let's see. How do I want to be caring about this situation? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm down to 3, and there's 3 lethal dudes on the table. That's not fun. But I don't think I can afford to do a block right now. I need to try to get a double block online plus a Murderous Cut. Ouch. Yeah, I think we're just losing to that huge growth guy. Ugh. Alright, so attacking with Blood-Soaked Champion, of course. This guy's going to stay back. I can pay 3 to play the Watcher, have a double block, but then I don't have Murderous Cut, and there's 2 lethal guys. And I need to be able to block all of them. I don't think there's any way for me to like somehow stay alive. Well, I'll go up to 5, possibly 6. But I can't Murderous Cut and play my Watcher at all. So what am I doing? Just chumping? That's annoying. I think we're just dead here. I think I'm just dead here. So what I have to do is Murderous Cut, like the air or something. Yeah, Murderous Cut the air. Do a chump block. Reveal a Watcher to gain 2 life, go to 5, and take 4 from this guy. And then, I mean, I'm alive, but that's horrible. Still just going to keep it going. Keeping it going. That's what happens. I don't have any white mana. My opponent had a really powerful spell. It's a thing. Woohoo! Still have 2 lethal creatures on the table. Even if I draw, you know, a plains, all I have is like chump blockers, but it keeps me alive a turn. Doubt it's gonna super matter. Oh. This is 6? Oh, because of Absent Charm. My opponent did an Absent Charm and it went a little quicker than I saw. Because I had F6. Okay. Alright. My opponent also seems to have a fairly aggressive deck, which is kind of cool because I think we're pretty well suited. Krumar seems pretty good against my opponent. Swiftwing, not quite so much, but it is an option for sure. What's bad? I like my cards. I like these cards. Rush is good. Smite the Monstrous gets good because of the incremental growth. That's more my opponent's finisher anyway. There's not a natural target for that, so I think we just trade those guys off. Be a little bit more aggressive ourselves. I would love to play first. Aww. Why is the mana so bad? I have to mulligan this. Pretty horrible, but I'm not going to mulligan. We got our colors. We've got 2 fairly powerful spells, mind you. And we'll keep. Our opponent kept at 7-2, which is kind of a bummer, but thus is magic. Opponent rocks out a gain life, but of course, and we just want spells. I want a Butcher, man. That's a fun card. I don't get to play that guy enough. So as of right now, I'm going to start the Sage Eye here. Since my opponent has morphs as well, we might offer a trade situation there. Because I'd rather keep the Ponyback Brigade around, of course, with our main deck strategy, and we actually get to be able to cast it. And yes, it is nice to have perfect mana. I was complaining about that mulligan, and this is making a little bit up for it. Still, need to be drawing into some pretty relevant spells in the near future. Next turn, I might just unmorph my dude and have a nice big old butt instead of paying the Ponyback Brigade down for 3. Not too sure. If we draw a land, that might happen. It would be nice to like put it down for 3 and the next turn definitely turn it up. Ooh, a Falconer. That's going to have to take a cut in the near future. Okay, definitely just going to play a Ponyback Brigade as a morph. Yeah. Since now I have a second one. We'll just pass the turn. Try to go wide here and draw a Trumpet Blast or Russia Battle. That's what it's called! The Russia Battle! I remember now. Please tell me that's the right card. It is called Russia Battle? I don't know. And yes, I'm too lazy to look it up. So, don't hate me. I just F6, which showcases these are not the reveal a card cards, but meh. I'm just gonna untap end of turn. I'll have the Murderous Cut as needed. You can just go in wide here because we can untap and then do like a Murderous Cut on the Falconer and try to have like a big kind of hit. Depends on what my opponent has, gets to play next turn, but my opponent has a Death Frenzy also, that's going to suck for me. We haven't seen it yet from my opponent, but it's a bummer, especially being on the back foot here, that I don't know what my opponent actually has. Come on. There we go. Hello, Butcher. What can my opponent have here? We saw Savage Punch and the like. I think we just attack with haste. I don't think my opponent can have anything besides a Murderous Cut, which is going to take the Butcher out anyway. And I don't mind sacrificing a Goblin to see if that happens. So sure. Would love to have a Feat of Resistance, but I don't have a Feat of Resistance. So there you have it. Murder? Do you have a Murderous Cut? Yes, I want haste. I don't really care about the life right now. My opponent's not pressuring me. Don't care about the vigilance either. That's all I want. Aerostorm? Or not Aerostorm. What's the... I need to know these card names. You know, the destroy target attacking creature. Definitely is a thing. Oh no, it's a Smite the Monstrous. Alright, well, that guy's dead. I don't have any follow-up plays, so we'll pass the turn. There goes my big bomb. I think it was a right to try to put it out. Put that card out. I know it was kind of one of my win conditions, but such is the life. We have nice attacks next turn. And nice follow-up plays. Here's a Swamp. Probably just do the Ponyback Brigade. We'll see if my opponent wants to trade here with anything, but I just want to put pressure on my opponent. Opponent can eat a goblin, but takes 5, and we get a bunch more goblins down. Opponent has 4 cards in hand, and isn't casting stuff, so there must be other things going on. Which probably was a good indication that there was some kind of removal spell. So maybe that was incorrect. Maybe I should have protected the Butcher a little bit more. Don't know. I'm fine with these guys trading instead of me spending my turn just to like keep my 1/5 alive. Nope, that is not true. I do want to pay 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep my dude alive while my opponent takes 4. Play my next land, that way we have a bunch more lands out. This guy gets to start attacking the air. My opponent wants to hit me for 3, that's cool. I'm pretty sure the Falconer is going to be the one that gets murdered with a cut. Armament Core. What are you putting it on? Bunch of 4/4s? Still kill the Falconer, and then I have 4/4s to deal with, which is hard, but if I draw, you know, some of my anthems, then we're in good shape. Opponent attacks for 3. Okay. What other removal spells do I have? Because I want to kill a bunch of things. That ain't it. Kill the Falconer this turn, attacking for 1. But this guy can be blocked by such cards. Maybe I just... No, I can't be taking that much in the air, so... We can try to get my opponent by killing this dude with like a double block-ish by Murderous Cutting on instants. We're 1 away from being able to Murderous Cut and play Unyielding Krumar, which is a bummer. Such is life. A Morph comes down. Attacking for 5. I think we kill the falconer and just chump block for 5. Yeah, I don't want to take 5 right now. No! Feeder resistance. Alright. Oh, but targeting... You realize I targeted your falconer, right? I mean, I get that you have a 6/6 now, but that's not what I was doing. Cool. Maybe there's hope. I don't think there's hope, but... We definitely have time on our side this way. Debilitating injury kills the morph. I mean, you still get to play things, so that's definitely happening. And what was it? Kintree Warden. But whatever. We still have 6/6 coming through, but I think I'm not blocking with my Harrier, so we'll play the Unyielding Krumar. We'll continue to chump with the Goblin. We still have to dig to find something to deal with this 6/6, but we'll get there at some point. Do I double block the 3/3? In case my opponent has something. I think I do. I'm worried about incremental growth. And I don't mind trading off here. And getting cards on my opponent's hand. Because now at this point I just need to like try to stay alive as long as possible. Sure, this is a warrior, and with anthems I want my creatures to stay alive as much as possible. But it's a good trade for me. Because of the incremental growth. Timely Horde Mate. Great. At least it's not an important card coming back, but puts me in a tough spot. Also, that 3/3 is one of the things that allowed me. I could like triple block the core, so maybe I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, I'm thinking better of that now. Ooh, that's nice. So we'll play our Swarm of Bloodflies, and that should allow us to eventually get something big enough with like our Ponyback Brigade to hit off. So definitely want the Harrier back for blocks. Here's our dude. F6. Actually, I shouldn't F6, should I? Because I still have feeder resistance being shown here. Taking 6 damage now. Right now, my only strategy for staying alive is play the Ponyback Brigade and have the Goblin start turning off for the Swarm. We'll see if I draw other action, because my opponent's going to be able to draw action. I would like that life at some point. I still want the Harrier for defense against the Horde Mate and everything, so we're just going to cast this guy. After combat, I guess, since I accidentally clicked through it, but I wasn't attacking anyway, so we're fine. I'm just going to cast you regularly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go for it. And I think I'll keep the Windscarred Crag in hand. I don't have really high expensive other things to be drawing into that I'm going to need that extra dude. I like the life, but for now we can kind of bluff our card for a little while. Please keep my swarm of bloodflies alive. Oh no. What's my opponent getting? I'm looking over my chat here. It's returned Falconer and Kintree Warden. Lee. Falconer's definitely an issue. I need to kill the Falconer to make my swarm big enough. Do I just do... Right now I'll take 6. I'll have to block with a Sage Eye Harrier. Incremental growth will kill me again. Can't do anything about that. Could draw a removal spell. If my opponent didn't have the Falconer, I was gonna like quadruple bazillion block the Armament Core and have all the things die and make a huge swarm of Bloodflies. I can't do that anymore. Oh, that's a bummer. Alrighty. If my opponent has it, incremental growth, and everything gets counters and flying, I'm dead. Right now I get to do a chump block and make my guy a 3/3. Will be another chump block later until I draw an answer, which I don't even think my deck has as my opponent progresses the board mightily. I'm able to gain a bunch of life with my Russia Battle. It's called a Russia Battle. I love that I know that. First strike is definitely an issue. Yeah, I think this Abzan deck is starting to go off now. It was already doing pretty well, but being able to get some of these guys out is pretty nasty. Alright. Do I have anything? Probably a land. Oh, a Watcher of the Roost. Well, I get to stay alive. I can't reveal a white card, though, so I just have to play this guy for non-value. Flyers. Oh, the Flyers. I don't think there's much hope. I'm also low on time, per the usual. But if I want to win 2 games, if I even get out of this nasty pickle, it'd be a bummer. But who knows? Maybe my swarm of bloodflies ends up getting there. A lot of things have to die for that to happen. I'm at a lot of life, so I can't even attack suicide with hope my opponent misblocks, which I doubt would even happen, but still. Wow, more action. Okay. And a mountain. Pretty sure that's it, right? Yep, that's going to be it. So, if I attack with everything, 3 things have to die, including my goblins, for my swarm to be able to take care of this dude. But even then, I'd die from, like, you know, these 2. I'll pass the turn, but I'm pretty sure that's the end. So thank you all for watching. It was a pleasure. Let's see. Let's see what you got. What you got? Russia Battle yourself. You got your own Russia Battle. Wow, I'm so dead. Conceding. I'm gonna wrap up on a following video.